This week on Comic Book Hauls, I purchased Marvel Secret Wars, all 12 issues, for $1 a piece. Pretty badass. Haven't read them yet, but I eventually will. Now to comics I've read. Thunderbolts. That ain't Mr. Sinestro, that's that dude with the giant head. Thunderbolts is a good series, for it is like the Avengers, but they murder. So it's kind of like Suicide Squad, because they don't give a damn. And Deadpool and Red Hulk have some interesting conversations. Punisher Nightmare. Too much going back and forth. Like, not just occasionally, a lot. Every 2 seconds, going back in time, remembering all that bullshit in the war. Which I like, it's nice to have flashbacks. But when you can't even keep, like, this scene where he injects a needle in him happens probably 18 times a panel. There it is again. And you don't ever know, because he's like, that happened. Oh, wait, no, it's happening now. No, then now. It's like, what in the fuck is happening? Legends of the Dark Knight. 3 delicious stories. The very first one has some pretty awesome art that I like. Everyone has like a squiggly line and stuff, can't really tell, but it has a very awesome twist. Second story is pretty good. It's about them making a Batman movie, so that's interesting. Like, I've not seen that in a comic before. And then the third one, which I like the artwork, or at least the design of Batman. He looks a lot gruff and Dark Knight Returns looking with Two-Face. And that's all I have to say about that. New Guardians annual. It's alright. It shows Starfire, Killero, or the Yellow Lantern, and then Saint Walker. Not really much with Kyle in it, who, it sucks that Kyle's not in it, but, I don't give a shit about Carol Fiennes or whatever, but seeing Saint Walker and Aquila working together is pretty nice. Detective Comics, good issue with the Joker cults going on. There are 2 scenes, one where Robin mentions trolling a Joker form, and Batman talks about tweets, which I do not like. Batman should never talk about Twitter. But, besides that, pretty awesome. Or 2, Steppenwolf shows up. It looks like he's going to be the main villain coming up. And Wonder Woman's daughter, Fury, is in it. So it's going to be like a Wonder Woman villain. I'm going to keep turning to this page. And every comic has this in it now. It's like you eventually will come across it. Action Comics, Grant Morrison, his brain rape. It shows Superman going back in time for after he first died, I think. I don't know, I may need to reread the Action Comics, because I guess I'm not smart enough to comprehend what's happening. Crypto makes an appearance, and the, what are their names? I don't know. I forget the names of the people. Like, there's an interesting scene from the future where they're sending people back to help Superman. The snake guy with arms. There's a snake with robot arms shooting a laser. That's badass. Secret Service. Shit is getting hardcore. What's his face? I already forgot his name. God, I'm very horrible with names. But the main guy goes back and gets some good old revenge on his stepdaddy, or mom's boyfriend, or whatever. And Ridley Scott's in this, so that's nice. First Mark Hamill, not Ridley Scott. Lots of nerd stuff going on. Mark Hamill knows how to write, and Watchmen artist Dave Gibbons knows how to make that pop up and look pretty. Batwing finally done with that hypno fucker and is fighting the corruption of African cops, which is really interesting to see, corruption not in Gotham City. That's usually where I see all my corruption and cops is there. Thor finally gonna kick some Butcher of God's ass. Lots of nice violence going on and cool fight shit. You know, Odin, or old Thor gets his ass kicked and it shows what's happening there. A lot of Dexter ads too. He looks really creepy. Like, not creepy like good, like, oh, he's creepy. Like, no, he looks really weird. But yeah, kicking ass. Swamp Thing, Rot World's coming to an end, and Swamp Thing's trying to save the day. I really would like to say what happens at the end. Let's just say Batman is yeah, that didn't really tell much, but you see all the Gotham villains, see what Arkham Asylum's up to in Rot World. Walking Dead, Charlie Adaclard, or Boodly Doo as I like to call him, was 100th issue being the artist for Walking Dead. Negan is being creepy. Look at that face. That, hey. But, yeah. He's gonna do something fucked up to Carl. We all know it. We just don't know. Hopefully he doesn't fuck his eyeball hole. Suck it. The circus is ending in Wolverine and the X-Men. Frankenstein's gonna get his ass kicked. And we see some backstory on Little Frankenstein. And, that's all I can say. Good issue. Not saying it was bad, just whatever. World's Finest has some really sweet scenes about Huntress, you know, thinking back about her dad, Batman, and her mom, Catwoman. And then Wonder Woman, or Supergirl, coming and saving the day. Because Huntress gets her ass kicked, by the way. Superior Spider-Man #1, lots of controversy going on with the whole Doc Ock. But it's really a fun issue. It's nice to see, spoiler alerts if you don't know what happened with Spider-Man in issue 700. But Spider-Man, or Peter Parker, switched minds with Doc Ock. Then Doc Ock died. So it's a Doc Ock inside of Spider-Man, or Peter Parker. And it's neat to see Doc Ock, like, he's like, wow, you know, I'm Peter Parker, what the hell, like, this sucks. Oh shit, I'm going on a hot date with Mary Jane, oh yeah. So it's pretty funny, and, you know, Doc Ock's a pretty interesting character, and people that are against this whole thing, you know, it feels weird. When you see the ending, hopefully that makes you realize you're an asshole. But good read. I'm going to keep picking those up. Animal Man, Rot World's ending for him too. And something bad happens in this issue. But they do save Green Lantern. Or not Hal Jordan, but a Green Lantern plant guy. And shit's going to get fucked up. Finally figured out what happened to the Justice League in Rot World, and that's all I'm gonna say. Marvel Universe vs. Avengers comes to a dramatic end. Dark and depressing. Had no idea that these existed. A prequel and sequel to the series. So I'm totally gonna pick those up. But pretty depressing. Action-packed awesomeness, the 28 days later of Marvel. And then Scarlet Spider fighting werewolves. That's all I'm going to say. Fun series if you like Scarlet Spider, I guess. That's it.